Welcome to 734 Games, and we have some gameplay today for you guys. We're playing some Rage 2 by Bethesda and id Software. And I enjoyed Rage 1. It was one of my favorite games. A lot of people didn't like that game. I really enjoyed that game. And a lot of people threw shade on this game, so I wanted to check it out and show you guys some gameplay. And I'm hoping you will enjoy it. I actually enjoyed it. It wasn't so bad. I'm only in the early part of the game, but it seems like a lot of fun. And I mean, hey, if you're on Xbox and on Xbox Live or Games Pass, I'm True Blade or True Synth Games actually. That's my information there. Yep. So yeah, True Synth Games. Yeah, come check me out. But I love playing shooters. I really enjoy games like Rage. And it's just, the first game was awesome. And this game doesn't seem too bad. I don't know why people didn't like it. It's a shooter game. I mean, it's not going to revolutionize the shooter genre, or the FPS genre. But Rage 2 is actually decent. And, everything works just like it's supposed to. And the characters aren't that memorable. I thought the characters in Rage 1 were actually a little bit more memorable. Oh, let's get started here. Let's listen.
We had such plans for this world. Our Earth, so mercifully cleansed by the media they named Apophis. We had such plans, all thwarted by one man, Nicholas Rain. With the push of a button, our future was ended. The arcs emerged. The ecopods came tumbling down, all premature, pouring life back into the barren lands, starting the cycle of life anew, as we had planned to do with our own species. Our plans were thwarted by the naive and arrogant masses. The cleansing of our weakened species was hindered. Our aid selfishly refused. They chose their own pitiful existence over the future of the breed. Such hubris. They thought us defeated. We let them believe us defeated. But we moved underground. We watched their petty squabbles, their meaningless turf wars, their childish attempts at order from chaos, and we grew strong. Our science, our expertise, all aligned, all with one sole purpose: the surgical culling of the weak. Man reborn! We tear down their defenses. We take their compounds. We take the arcs. We raze their settlements and townships to the ground. Tonight marks the beginning of the cleansing. Tonight marks the rebirth of the authority!
And of course, this game is on Games Pass PC, and you can obviously play this on Games Pass for console. I got Games Pass Ultimate. That is an awesome value, and I'm really enjoying it. I love all the new games and the variety of games. And of course, you get to pick between a male and a female character. I mean, the weapons are decent. Even the handgun here, you think it looks like kind of like a generic handgun, but it's actually kind of cool. It's like a fully automatic handgun. So I kind of thought that was cool. And the enemies are kind of weird looking. I mean, they're a little bit different than they looked in Rage 1. And I kind of wish they looked a little bit more like that. They're a little bit over the top.
Oh, come on, Lily. That was my kill.
You gotta move a little faster, Walker.
Lily, the closest thing I ever had to family. We grew up here in Vineland, raised by her drill sergeant of a mother. Me? I'm an orphan. I don't have a mother.
But there's plenty more where that came from. I'm telling you, this is the big one.
All right. Well, let's go fucking get some.
Come on! Let's do this!
This video is kind of like an old show. I used to do a show back in the day called Abandonware on another channel. And I always thought that, you know, the best way for you to see if you like a game is to actually see some gameplay. So, and that was a lot of fun back there. And so I decided, hey, why don't I just, you know, do that again? I mean, reviews aren't as much fun as just playing a game and talking about it and just, you know, enjoying some action yourself. And that, especially a game like this is a game I kind of enjoyed the shooting. You know, it's par for the course for most first-person shooters. You got the barrels that blow up and the big ugly bad guys, but it's a lot of fun. And actually, you know, it's funny though, the artistic style in this game kind of reminds me a little bit of like a cross between Gears of War and Far Cry Blood Dragon. Well, Far Cry Blood Dragon is a pretty cool game. I mean, check that one out. That's one that's actually worth backtracking to and playing. I think you'll probably, if you're an FPS fan, you'll probably like that game too. I gotta recommend that. That's probably, a lot of you newer gamers probably have never touched that game. It was like an add-on to like Far Cry 3, and it kind of had that kind of weird like neon style.
It's a ranger.
Not just any ranger. That's Jersey.
Holy shit! It took his whole head off!
So much for Ranger Jersey.
He's not gonna defib out of that. It's all up to me now. I'm taking that armor.
Shit, Mom's gonna skin you alive messing with Ranger gear.
But it's still got a lot of Jersey in it.
Yeah, but it's our only shot.
Oh, yeah! This is even better than I thought.
So much for Ranger Jersey, man. He was lunch. Anyway, yeah, that's the part of the course. I mean, this game basically, you see a ranger get killed, and you take his armor, and you take over and become a ranger. I guess it's an easy rank system, very simple. And I guess rangers probably don't live long, obviously. But like I said, you're gonna see some of the big bosses are kind of cool. Great explosions, a lot of fun. Just pretty much what I like in an FPS game so far. Although I wonder, I mean, obviously there's some jankiness to starting the game, and I'm not really playing this on the most powerful rig, but it works. So I played this on my Windows machine. For some reason I played it on my Linux machine, and my Linux machine is more powerful. It played fine, actually, on Linux. I got this heroic launcher, and it played great. The only problem is that I could not record on my Linux rig for some odd reason with playing this game through the heroic launcher. The heroic launcher is basically a way for Linux users to run Epic Games, because I got this game in Epic Games as well. I got it for free. It's one of those free titles. And it ran pretty good, especially my Linux machine is pretty beefy, so it ran pretty good on that one. This one runs decent. It basically, when you start the game up, it'll detect your settings, and it'll just start at those settings. But I kind of went back and tweaked it, so maybe I'll do another playthrough where I tweak the settings on my Windows machine and show you guys. But I don't know what that was about with my Linux machine. I mean, I use the same software I use with other games, and it just did not work. It just would not record the game. It ran great though, and I guess that matters a lot too. So if you're a Linux user, this game runs great in the heroic launcher. Check that out, all you Linux users. Although it was weird because when I set up the heroic launcher, the first time I tried to set it up, I tried to set it up at Ubuntu. That didn't work out too well. So I got a different version of Linux. I got a Debian Linux, basically a rolling Debian distro, and I got heroic launcher for that, and it ran great. So it's like Gamer OS is basically my operating system. It's basically a rolling Debian distro. Just great, awesome distro. But you run into some certain issues. I don't know. Maybe it's just something I didn't. I didn't install in the Synaptic Package Manager or something. I don't know, but I mean, it works for every other game. I don't understand, but this game runs good on Linux and Windows if you got it, if you got your stuff set up, and I don't see any problem with it. I'm gonna get back to you guys though, because I don't want to show you some gameplay and be like, "Wow, this game is really awesome. I love it, yeah," and then have come back later and be like, "Man, this game has this really crappy game-breaking bug and I can't stand it." And I mean, the game is pretty cheap now, so I mean, the game, I want to say this, you can probably get this game, like I got it for free. I'm probably, if you're picking this game up, if you're actually buying this game, it's probably about $20. I'm sure you can find it, like, for that. Just for you Xbox and PlayStation guys. Now, I don't know how this game looks on the Xbox One or the PlayStation, but it's probably pretty decent looking. I mean, I don't know. I don't think this game is going to be a hard game for those systems to run. At least not at 1080p. I obviously you're going to probably be at medium settings, lower settings. But on my Windows machine, I'm running like a 1660 Ti, which is decent, but it's not like great. But yeah, I enjoyed the game, and I mean the way the game, so basically the game, picks up your settings and sets the game up. I had no problem running right out of the box. I really had to do anything else. But I mean, obviously, you want to tweak it to get the best possible performance for and visuals you can get. So you go into the settings and all that stuff works. And I'm playing this game with a controller. This got decent enough controller support. So if you're somebody who wants to play it on the couch or whatever with a PC, then yeah, you can do that. And oh yeah, I'm gonna say don't expect a real deep story out of Rage 2. But I'm hoping that the open world, when we get to the open world portion of this game, that the game actually, makes up for some of its shortcomings. I haven't gotten to that portion yet. I'm just showing you guys what I've got, what I've played, and so far it's cool. Like the shooting is visceral, and the enemies are all right. They're decent looking, although kind of weird. And then I don't know about this weird neon aesthetic.
Running dry. Raging ammo. Go, go, go! You, get me a sit rep on Ranger jersey.
Dear old Aunt Prowley, decorated war hero, ranger, and role model. Especially for Lily. She took me in when my parents died. The meanest mom this orphan wildcard never asked for. Reporting for duty.
Come here. That's Jersey's armor.
Jersey, they killed him.
You're brave enough to put on his armor. You're brave enough to do his job.
Fuck is that?
Never seen anything so big.
Makes an easy target.
Can't be. He should be dead. General Cross? Get going!
I want the first Genis. Kill everything else.
General Cross, the evil leader of the evil authority. Our own boogeyman. A bedtime story for naughty kids like me. I don't know if Prowley has lost it or if it's really true. Do you know this, though? If it is, I'm not gonna stand for it. Son of a...
Stand down. That's a direct order!
Watch
Erwina Prowley, is that you? I was set to spare the lives of you original Archists for experimentation. But for you, I'll make an exception for old times, Erwina. After all, your uselessness is what once spared my life.
Let's see if we can jumpstart this. Clear.
Wait, fuck! Fuck's sake! I was conscious!
Yeah, you were. But your shiny new armor needed a jolt.
So this is it then? This is all that's left?
Just over 20 survivors. We're still digging out the ruins.
I saw Prowley. It was General Cross.
He killed her. He killed my mother.
I don't know how. But we gotta stop them. And I'll personally wring the neck of that goddamn wrinkled bastard.
I never really believed the stories. That the Authority would return.
Well, they did. And we gotta do something about it.
Mom knew what to do. The Rangers knew.
Wait a minute. They kept their files, the logs. They kept them in the Presidio.
The Ranger CP? You nuts? Only Rangers can go in there.
Look at me, Lily. I'm the only Ranger left.
Holy shit. You really are.
And that's it for this Rage 2 episode of Gameplay from 734 Games, where gaming is alive. Hope you join me next time for some more gameplay. I don't know if I'll be playing this or something else, but yeah, please just check that out. Oh yeah, and that's it. Goodbye.